Most famous Buddha quotes. When it hurts, observe. Life is trying to teach you something. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. Always wrong persons teach the right lessons of life. The less you respond to negative people, the more peaceful your life becomes. Don't waste your life trying to impress others. Life is a river always flowing. Don't hold on to things. Work hard. Peace begins when expectations end. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to yourself and others. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. The secret of being happy is accepting where you are in life, and making the most out of every day. Every day we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Silence is the best reply to a fool. Silence is better than nonsense. Arguing with stupid people is like trying to kill the mosquito on your cheek. You may or may not kill it, but you will slap yourself. Distance doesn't separate people. Silence does. Silence the angry man with love. Silence the ill-natured man with kindness. Silence the miser with generosity. Silence the liar with truth. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. Never give up. Great things take time. Everything happens for a reason. Don't question it, trust it. When you let go, you create space for better things to enter your life. Let go of control and you will feel instant relief. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. What you are is what you have been. What you'll be is what you do now. Be someone you want to be around. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. It all begins in the mind. What you think you create, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you become. You have two choices: to control your mind, or to let your mind control you. What consumes your mind, controls your life. Train your mind to see good in every situation. There is nothing so disobedient as an undisciplined mind, and there is nothing so obedient as a disciplined mind. It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways. Everything is based on mind, is led by mind, is fashioned by mind. If you speak and act with a polluted mind, suffering will follow you, as the wheels of the ox cart follow the footsteps of the ox. Learn from everyone. Follow no one. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Believe what your heart tells you, not what others say. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. Not everyone will understand your journey. That's okay. You are here to live your life, not to make everyone understand. Your present situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. Learn to trust the journey, even if you don't understand it. Sometimes, what you never wanted or expected, turns out to be what you need. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose, and give your whole heart and soul to it. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. And one life can change the world. No one can save us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We must walk the path alone. Lovely thing to learn from water. Adjust yourself in every situation and in any shape. But most importantly, find your own way to flow. When something is gone, something better is coming. If you are facing the right direction, all you need to do is keep on walking. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others. Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Be patient, everything comes to you at the perfect time. Wait for the right moment. Patience is key. Remember, a water pot fills drop by drop. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good. Remember, life is an echo. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. What you see in others exists in you. It always gets back to you. Everything that has beginning has end. You only lose what you cling to. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. On a long journey of human life, faith is the best companion. It is the best refreshment on the journey, and it is the greatest property. Give, even if you have little. Set your heart on doing good, do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. If you expect something in return for being a nice person, you are not a nice person. If people are doubting how far you can go so fast that you can't hear them anymore. Don't expect anyone to understand your journey, especially if they've never walked your path. Life is a journey that have different paths, but any path you choose, use it as your destiny. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. The process is more important than the actual result. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Love is nothing without action. Trust is nothing without proof. And sorry is nothing without change. Always listen to your heart. It may be on the left, but it is always right. Nothing is permanent. Don't stress yourself too much. No matter how bad the situation is, it will change. Life is a journey, not a destination. Stop worrying about the potholes in the road, and enjoy the journey. Not all those who wander are lost. Fill your life with experiences, not things. Have stories to tell, not stuff to show. Life is a journey, and if you fall in love with the journey, you will be in love forever. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. Do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Live in the present moment, and make it beautiful. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is the true power. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Life is a journey with problems to solve and lessons to learn, but most of all experiences to enjoy. Failures defeat losers, but it inspires winners. Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. If you find no one to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. Life is a circle of happiness, sadness, hard times, and good times. Have faith that good times are on the way. All things appear and disappear, but he who awakens shall be awake forever. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. If you have to choose between being kind and being right, choose being kind and you will always be right. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness, bad days give experience, worst days give lessons, and best days give memories. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Be selective with your battles. Sometimes, peace is better than being right. When you learn, teach. When you get, give. Remembering a wrong is like carrying a burden on the mind. One bad chapter doesn't mean the story is over. Always stay. The root of suffering is attachment. Difficult road often leads to beautiful destinations. In life, you will realize there is a reason for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, some will love you, and some will teach you lessons. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Never rush anything. When the time is right, it will reach anyway. It is easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. Every experience is a form of exploration. You need to learn from your mistakes to start a new beginning. The trouble is you think you have time. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Always be thankful for what you have. Many people have nothing. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. You define your own life. Don't let people write your script. I have no time to battle egos and small minds. The distance between your dreams and reality is called action. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do if you do not act on upon them? Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Always have eyes that sees the best. A heart that forgives the worst. A mind that forgets the bad. And a soul that never loses hope. Sometimes we are tested in life, not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strength. Don't let yesterday take too much of today. It is going to be hard, but hard does not mean impossible. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong, and think of what could go right. You only fail when you stop trying. Knowing is not enough, you must apply. Wishing is not enough, you must do. Life is too short to live the same day twice. Things end, people leave, life goes on. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. A strong person is not the one who doesn't cry. A strong person is the one who cries and sheds tears for a moment, then gets up and fights again. Ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting closer to where you want to be tomorrow. Today's accomplishments were yesterday's impossibilities. Life is a one-time offer, use it well. Don't focus on living a perfect life. Focus on living a happy life. Show your smile today and stay positive. The best revenge is massive success. The best revenge is improve yourself. Never regret. It is better to travel well than to arrive. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. You have to be at your strongest when you are feeling at your weakest. Work hard, dream big, never give up. To live is the most rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that's all. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things. You live only once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Life has no limitations except the ones you make. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. A beautiful face will age and a perfect body will change, but a beautiful soul will always remain beautiful. A hungry stomach, an empty pocket, and a broken heart can teach the best lessons of life. Forget what hurt you, but don't forget what it taught you. You will never change your life until you change your daily routine. If you think positive, positive things happen. Life is simple, find a reason for living and love your life. Do not look for a sanctuary in anyone except yourself. A great attitude becomes a great mood, which becomes a great day, which becomes a great year, which becomes a great life. Be the reason someone smiles today. Learn from the past and maintain your focus. Love yourself, and the rest will follow. A man is not called wise, because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. A dog is not considered a good dog, because he is a good barker. A man is not considered a good man, because he is a good talker. If we fail to look after others when they need help, who will look after us? When watching after yourself, you watch after others. When watching after others, you watch after yourself. Give, even if you only have a little. If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way. He who loves 50 people has 50 woes. He who loves no one has no woes. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. People with opinions just go around bothering each other. Those who judge will never understand, and those who understand will never judge. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Ceasing to do evil, cultivating the good, purifying the heart, this is the teaching of the Buddhas. Long is the night to him who is awake. Long is a mile to him who is tired. Long is life to the foolish, who do not know the true law. Like a fine flower, beautiful to look at, but without scent, fine words are fruitless in a man who does not act in accordance with them. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments, but rain your kindness equally on all. Every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Anger is a punishment we give to ourselves for somebody else's mistake. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Purity or impurity depends on oneself. No one can purify another. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. The one who has conquered himself is a far greater hero than he who has defeated 1,000 times 1,000 men. Praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and sorrow, come and go like the wind. To be happy, rest like a giant tree, in the midst of them all. They blame those who remain silent. They blame those who speak much. They blame those who speak in moderation. There is none in the world who is not blamed. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Pain is certain, suffering is optional. Doubt everything. Find your own light. There is no fire like passion. There is no shark like hatred. There is no snare like folly. There is no torrent like greed. Most problems, if you give them enough time and space, will eventually wear themselves out. Live every act fully, as if it were your last. Being deeply learned and skilled, being well trained and using well-spoken words, this is good luck. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot, at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful. Be with someone who is good for your mental health. Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned. Don't trust people whose feelings change with time. Trust people whose feelings remain the same, even when the time changes. Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. Helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world for one person. When you wish good for others, good things come back to you. This is the law of nature. Fake friends believe in rumors. Real friends believe in you. Learn to work alone. It will make you stronger. If you can't handle stress, you can't handle success. Never show your weakness to the world, because world is much interested to play with it. Do it now, sometimes later becomes never. When it's over, leave. Don't continue watering a dead flower. A clear rejection is always better than a fake promise. Beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negativity. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Love yourself before you start to love someone else. It only takes a few seconds to hurt someone, but sometimes it takes years to repair the damage. Be with someone who is proud to have you. Overthinking is the biggest cause of unhappiness. Happy people focus on what they have. Unhappy people focus on what's missing. The past is in your head. The future is in your hand. Let the past make you better, not bitter. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. A good laugh and a long sleep are the two best cures for anything. A real man doesn't love a million girls, he loves one girl in a million ways. Accept that you are not important to some people, and move on.